Yeah, it's Brian. It's October the 30th, Thursday night, and it's been a busy day for me. I've been running back and forth. We've done a couple of interviews. We had Larry Hanna up here in the morning, and of course he said the absolute devil word, socialism, which got some of you going. I don't want to judge Larry's position. But what I want to say is that my great-grandfather was born in 1862 and he died in 1962. Now that meant that he actually lived through two depressions. The 1880 depression, which was absolutely shocking, guys. You've got to understand that there was a depression in his mind which was far greater than the 1929. He also lived through the Boer War, the First World War and the Second World War. And his experiences were retold to me as a young man. I can remember him telling me about the hardship of both depressions. But in the 1929 depression, you've got to understand that that actually drove many countries, but particularly New Zealand, into the idea of a welfare state, because the population had taken a real hammering. It had been really put through a ringer, and you know, grown men were begging for work, just the opportunity to be able to work for a day and get some wages, and they were walking many miles to apply for a job in the hope that there would be, and there would be queues, and grown men would be crying because they couldn't, were unable to provide the necessaries for their family. So you've got to first of all understand what it was that drove what the motivation was politically to adopt the welfare state, and that actually established a safety net for people who were in unfortunate circumstances, and driven too also by strong Judeo-Christian commitments by those politicians who were around in the 30s. They were men who had strong Christian convictions, just like the founding fathers of the American Constitution of a republic. And I think actually we lose sight of much of that. And also I think that when you have experienced the absolute depravity and hardship, deprivation and hardship that a real depression can deal to you, you may have a slightly different view of how we should share this earth's resources.